Now, is it a coincidence that this elderly gentleman, who often is there as I enter and exit my home, is there now as I'm entering my home to go home? I'll leave it up to you to decide. I will tell you, however, that in gang stalking, they use children, they use teenagers, they use the very elderly, they use handicapped people. In other words, our government is about as grossly immoral as you can imagine. As grossly immoral as you can imagine. Senator Rand Paul has called for an investigation of the surveillance programs because we're back to COINTELPRO again. Worse than ever before with our neighborhood watch groups gang stalking. So Senator Rand Paul has asked for an investigation of government gangs of surveillance programs. The Nation magazine has called for an investigation of surveillance programs. These programs were started with Dick Cheney, the neoconservative sicko. Same time exit entry is a gang stalking tactic. When I went into the Mission to go for our walk today, red car comes out. When I got into my car to go home from the Mission, a person in red got out of a SUV. Here I am going into my house, and an elderly person who frequently is there on my exits and entries goes by. This is the government gang stalking pattern. I never say individuals are gang stalkers because I'm not a mind reader. I don't know people's intentions. But this is what goes on. Can you imagine this going on in your life 24/7 for 8 years? Because that's how long it's been going on in my life. Because a fireman who was doing this, who moved in near me when I lived in Newburgh, New York, didn't like that my brother listened to music, and didn't like that a feminist told him, well, I won't tell you what I told him, but it had to do with, I won't tell you because that'll identify him.